So, it's for Good morning everyone. Halo, selamat pagi semuanya. Welcome to EF Seminar ya. Let's ace the exam. How to improve your listening score? Bulenya ngomong apa sih? Seneng banget hari ini Vicky bisa nemenin kalian di sini semuanya. Vicky ucapkan terima kasih banyak yang udah hadir pada pagi hari ini dan sudah mendaftar di EF Seminar pada Sabtu pagi hari ini. Dan pertama-tama Vicky mau jelaskan dulu sedikit tentang rules and regulation-nya kita pada pagi hari ini ya. Jadi jangan lupa untuk kalian bisa menyalakan kameranya supaya nanti kita bisa saling melihat nih siapa aja sih yang udah hadir pada pagi hari ini. Juga kalian jangan lupa untuk menonaktifkan mikrofonnya supaya nanti tidak mengganggu ketika Mr. Ashley menjelaskan materinya. Dan juga nanti kalian mungkin akan bisa menyalakan mikrofonnya ketika diminta, nanti supaya kita bisa melakukan interaksi nih sama teman-teman semuanya di sini. Vicky ucapkan terima kasih juga dari sekolah-sekolah yang sudah hadir pada pagi hari ini. Dan terima kasih yang sudah mendaftar sebelum-sebelumnya dan sudah hadir on time juga otomatis. Nah kemudian pertama-tama Vicky sampaikan dulu untuk stay tune sampai akhir acara, karena nanti di akhir acara kita ada offer-offer untuk kalian, juga ada penawaran menarik, dan juga kalian akan mendapatkan materi-materi yang kita akan sampaikan pada hari ini supaya kalian bisa mempelajari lagi nih apa aja yang udah kita dijelaskan sama Mr. Ashley pada pagi hari ini. Dan juga teman-teman, Vicky pastiin apa yang kalian dengarkan pada pagi hari ini akan membantu banget untuk kalian mengerjakan listening section di tes-tes setelah ini. Jadi diperhatikan dengan baik, dicatat apa sih yang mungkin akan kalian perlukan dan juga apa sih hal baru yang mungkin akan kalian pelajari. Nanti bisa banget untuk di-share di kolom chat box ya. Terutama kalau kalian juga punya pertanyaan yang mungkin akan belum kita bahas nantinya, bisa juga di-share di kolom chat box, nanti akan Vicky bacain untuk ditanyakan. Nah sebelumnya pertama-tama kita kemarin kalau nggak salah udah sempat dikasih pre-task. Jadi kalian udah sempat dikasih soal oleh staf IF. Nanti kalian kan sudah mengerjakan nih di rumah. Kalau yang belum mengerjakan juga nggak apa-apa. Kita akan bahas nih setelah ini. Sebelum kita masuk ke materinya, tentang apa sih jawabannya pretest. Mungkin kalian udah ada yang bingung. Mungkin kita akan let's go to Mr. Ashley. Hi Mr. Ashley.
Hello, good morning Vicky and good morning everyone.
Good
Thank you for joining
morning.
us today. Hope you are well. So yes, today we are looking at improving your listening scores in the exam. Now, Vicky,
Yes.
when you took listening tests, were they difficult, medium, in English? What do you think?
Ooh, I think it's kind of confusing and distracting for
Okay.
me. It's still doable, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So
teman-teman.
listening, a bit like reading, we need to help prepare our mind, prepare our brain and our ears for the things we're listening for. So today we're going to look at some ways of how to make the listening test, well, not easier, but improve your chances of choosing the correct answer.
Oh, jadi untuk meningkatkan ke possibility ya nih, untuk meningkatkan ke apa ya, chance kalian untuk menjawab jawaban yang paling tepat. Makanya sekarang kita akan coba sama Mr. Ashley, apa sih tips and triknya, apa sih strateginya, karena ternyata nggak cuma satu jenis soal aja loh listening section itu. Kita akan bahas 3 soal, three kind of variation of listening questions, right?
Yes, we'll be looking at
Okay.
3 different types of listening tasks.
But we have the pre-task.
We do indeed, yes.
Yeah.
So I think, but before the seminar,
Yeah.
many of you were sent a pre-task.
Yes.
So hopefully that worked okay and you managed to try answering the questions. So we're going to give you the answers right now. So if we can get on the screen the answers for the pre-task. So there were 3 questions.
Yes.
The first one, the answer was A, their belief that she leads a glamorous life. The second question, the answer was C, explaining that his poems appeal to people of different ages. And the final one was C, uninformative. So well done if you got the correct answers. If you didn't get the correct answers though, that's okay, because we're going to be looking at how we can attempt this task in the future.
Nice. Jadi itu tadi jawabannya ya untuk pretestnya. Siapa yang jawabannya bener nih? Coba-coba ketik di kolom komentar. Vicky mau lihat siapa aja teman-teman di sini yang udah coba jawab pretestnya dan jawabannya bener. Dan kalau salah, kalian tahu nggak sih salahnya kenapa? Okay, Mr. Ashley, thank you for the explanation of the pretest. Now, we cannot wait for the strategies and tips how to do the listening section because it is so exciting. Jadi seru banget ya teman-teman untuk tahu listening section dari Bulenya langsung. Jadi kita bisa langsung tanya nih, apa sih artinya, apa sih maksudnya? Ada yang ngejebak nggak sih kalau kita ngerjain listening section itu? We wanna know.
Oh no, how to ace the exam, yeah? Okay.
Yes, let's go.
All right, so let's go. So first, who is this for today? So today's seminar is for people who want to improve their listening score in exams. And the skills we are using today are transferable. So sometimes we can use them for like Cambridge exams, for IELTS exams, TOEFL. So these strategies or these tips we're learning today, we can use for different types of task and exams.
Oke, jadi memang tips-tips yang kita gunakan pada hari ini itu nggak cuma untuk salah satu jenis tes aja. Bisa untuk TOEFL test, or maybe IELTS test, international test, dan kemudian tes di sekolah kalian juga mungkin bisa, dan juga terutama ini adalah soal-soal Cambridge, jadi bisa untuk diaplikasikan di semua jenis tes. Stay tuned. And then?
Okay, so what are we going to cover? So we're going to look at some different listening tasks, and then use some strategies to help us identify the correct answer.
Oke, let's go. Jadi kita akan belajar tentang strategi ya. Jadi, oh iya, Vicky juga mau tahu sedikit dong, apakah dari sepenggal ini nih, kalian mendengarkan Mr. Ashley, apakah cukup jelas nggak sih? Dan butuh untuk translasi nggak sih? Kita mau tahu ya, atau mungkin kata-kata yang susah aja Kak Vicky yang ditranslate, kalau enggak kita paham kok. Coba dong ketik di kolom komentar, Vicky mau tahu susah nggak sih untuk memahami Mr. Ashley? Nah sekarang kita sambil menunggu semuanya ngetik nih, kita akan next to the next slide first, okay?
Sure thing. Okay. So these are three of the types of listening tasks we're looking at today. We've got multiple choice, sentence completion, and multiple matching. Now, some of these you might see in your tests already, and some you might not have in your tests, but these types of activities appear in lots of different curriculum, so still learning how to answer them will be beneficial for you.
Okay, so Mr. Ashley, some of them actually say that they can understand you enough, so you speak clear enough, so I don't really have to translate all of it, because maybe they want to improve their English as well.
Okay, no problem.
But maybe we can talk slowly, so all of the people here can improve their English as well as we do the seminar.
Sure thing. No
Is that
problem.
nice?
Yes, that's great.
Ya, kalau seandainya ada kata-kata yang kurang jelas, bisa minta tolong. Kak Vicky tadi ngomong apa sih, kok aku nggak paham? Itu nanti bisa diulang lagi. Tapi Vicky akan tetap ngomong tentang keywords-keywordsnya aja. Apa aja sih, tentang apa, dan summary-nya mungkin overview-nya aja gitu ya. Okay guys, thank you for the response. He's loud and clear.
Good. All right, I'm glad to hear that, guys.
Okay, so the first one we are going to next to the multiple choice.
Yes, so the first task is multiple choice. So in this task, in this example, you will hear people talking in different situations. You hear a message on a telephone answering machine. Why is the speaker calling? And you have three options. Okay. So in this task, in our example, you will hear a piece of audio 2 times. The audio will actually come from me. So you'll be listening to me speaking. So hopefully that will help with your understanding of the British accent. So you hear a piece of audio 2 times, and then you choose the best answer, A, B, or C.
Ya, jadi nanti audionya akan langsung dari mulutnya Mr. Ashley ya. Jadi nanti kalian bisa belajar British accent karena Mr. Ashley itu dari England, right?
That's right, I'm from England, from the UK, yeah.
From the UK, wow, nice. We can learn a little bit about culture and British as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So, jadi ini multiple choice, pilihan ganda.
Yes.
And how are we going to... What's the strategy?
What's the strategy? So we've got this task. So how can we prepare ourselves to do this task? So our strategy first, of course, read the questions and options. This is important because you need to know how many times you'll hear it. And now I've already told you we'll hear it twice. But in some tasks, like for IELTS, you might only hear the audio once, so be careful.
Oke, kalau IELTS 1 kali aja ya audionya. Cuman kita biasanya secara umumnya it's always twice ya.
In today's one, yes, but some exams like IELTS, you only hear one time, so be careful, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so then what do? Well, we highlight the key words before you listen. Now, Vicky, what is a key word? Is that an important word or an unimportant word?
I think it's very important word because you mentioned about key.
Key, yes.
It's very important.
Yeah, the things we're focusing on. So here, we've got our questions. So the key words, why, speaker calling, and then our answers. So we've got confirm arrangements, issue invitation, or persuade someone to do something.
Oh, so you have to highlight the keywords, di underline. You have to menggarisbawahi kata-kata penting nih teman-teman. Jadi ini juga baru banget nih Vicky tahu kalau sebelum kita mengerjakan audio soal-soal listening itu kita garis bawahi dulu sebelum audionya mulai supaya kita nanti tahu nih punya konteks. We have context, right?
Yeah, and the reason we do this is so we can get our ears ready and our heads ready for what we're focusing for, yeah? So we know
kita tahu nih.
we're increasing our focus on those keywords.
Increase our focus. Okay, nice. And then?
Okay, so that's number one, highlight keywords. Then, on the first listen, simply mark the answer you think is the best, yeah? So you've got 3 options. Which one do you think is the best? And then the second time you listen, check your answer and make sure you've chosen an answer that makes sense. So the second time you listen, you can listen again and see, that option, does that really correlate or does that really connect with what they're saying? And you can also use this chance to eliminate other answers, like, they're definitely not saying C, so we can get rid of C and increase your chances of choosing the correct answer.
Oh, nice. Jadi itulah fungsinya juga 2 audio ya. Jadi di audio pertama teman-teman bisa untuk memilih nih jawaban mana yang benar. Dan yang kedua untuk meyakinkan juga, benar nggak sih? Make sense nggak sih tadi jawaban yang aku pilih? Okay, I see. That's a really great tips.
Sure. And also, I mean, this sounds simple, but if you don't know, make sure you choose an answer. You would be surprised how many times I've marked tests and students, they don't know the answer, so they don't mark an answer. Now, even if you don't know, you can maybe make an educated guess. Like here, you've got a 33% chance of guessing the correct answer anyway.
Yeah.
And even higher, if you eliminate one of the answers, it's 50-50. So yeah, of course, if you're not sure, still choose an answer.
Oke, meskipun nggak yakin tetap jawab. Dan juga coba untuk mengeliminasi jawaban yang sangat berkemungkinan tidak, yang pasti salah nih. Jadi pasti salah nih kayaknya C. Jadi langsung dihapus aja. Jadi chance-nya kalian adalah 50-50 untuk dapat jawaban yang benar meskipun kalian nggak begitu yakin sama jawabannya apa. Nah, mungkin sampai sini ada yang mau nanya sih, kayak tips and tricks lainnya, atau mungkin kayak Mr. Ashley, kalau seandainya aku udah nerapin tips ini tapi aku tuh nggak ngerti artinya, itu kira-kira apa yang bisa aku lakuin lagi ya untuk kedepannya. Nanti kita akan bahas atau bisa ketik di kolom komentar sekarang. Sekarang sebelum itu kita coba tanya sih strategi selanjutnya apa? What's the next strategies?
Okay, so that's our strategy basically before we do it.
Oh yeah.
So now we're going to practice this together, okay?
Okay, let's go. I like the practice time.
So what we're going to do, we're going to hear the audio 2 times from me. On the first listen, choose the answer you think is correct. Remember, focus on those keywords. What are we listening for? On the second listen, check your answer, and you can eliminate answers that you're not sure or you know are wrong. And finally, if you're still not sure, make sure you choose an answer you think is most likely. Vicky.
Yes, coba yuk. Sekarang mungkin bisa siapkan paper and pen untuk kalau seandainya kalian bisa. Oh ya, sebelumnya kalau seandainya memang kalian nggak bisa melihat dengan jelas visual kita dan tidak bisa membaca apa yang ada di screen, kita telah menyiapkan PDF-nya untuk di-download. Bisa coba scroll nih di kolom chat box, nanti dari IF akan membantu kalian untuk menyediakan PDF-nya supaya kalian bisa melihat dengan jelas tulisannya apa. Okay, so we will try.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is blurry too. Okay, everyone. Nah, itu udah ada tuh HTTP bit.ly yang dikirimkan oleh Mr. Farid to everyone. sometimes video is lagging, they say, okay, you can download the PDF now. Or maybe you can go to YouTube of IF Surabaya. Juga bisa banget. Mungkin koneksi kalian akan lebih stabil di YouTube kita. Jadi bisa coba cek sekarang, buka YouTube, kemudian cari IF Surabaya. Kita lagi live hari ini. Dan sama kayak di sini nih live-nya. Jadi boleh ke sana juga. Dan bisa ketik juga di kolom chat di sana. Tapi before that, okay, alright, thank you. Already got the PDF, everyone. Now we will continue.
Yeah, so the PDF is there, which is exactly what we're looking at.
Yeah.
But try not to skip past the question, otherwise you'll see the answer, okay? So download the PDF, and hopefully you can listen along and choose an answer. Okay, guys. So if you have the PDF, are we ready, Vicky?
Yes, I think we're ready.
I hope you guys are ready. I hope you've got the PDF downloaded.
Don't forget, prepare your ear and your focus.
Okay, so this question here, question 1. Listen, you will hear 2 times. Oh, hi, it's me, John. Sorry to miss you. You must already have left for work. Look, I wondered if you wanted to come away for the weekend. There will be around 10 of us, including someone called Sam Brent, who says he was at college with you. And he remembers that you were brilliant at rock and roll. They've decided it will be on October 9th, Friday night till Sunday. Anyway, I'll put the details in the post. I know you're busy at the moment, so don't feel you have to come, but just let me know one way or the other when you can. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so that's the listening. So choose an answer, focus on those keywords, and you're going to hear a second time. On the second time, remember, we can eliminate answers we don't know, and we can try to confirm the answer we do have. Okay.
Second.
All right, second listening. Oh, hi, it's me, John. Sorry to miss you. You must have already left for work. Look, I wondered if you wanted to come away for the weekend. There will be around 10 of us, including someone called Sam Brent, who says he was at college with you. And he remembers that you were brilliant at rock and roll. They've decided it'll be on October 9th, Friday night till Sunday. Anyway, I'll put the details in the post. I know you're busy at the moment, so don't feel you have to come, but just let me know one way or the other when you can. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oke, nah sebelum kita bahas, ayo coba ketik dulu jawabannya kira-kira apa. Siapa sih yang jawab paling betul? Coba ketik di chat box A atau B atau C. Sekarang. Udah pada jawab yang banyak nih. A atau B atau C. B, C. Someone called it C. I think it's B, isn't it? C, B.
Okay.
Someone says A.
Okay.
No. B. I think it's B. Okay,
A
Mr.
lot of
Ashley.
Bs.
A lot
All
of
right.
Bs, some Cs. No A's.
No A's.
I think it's B, I think. Okay, guys.
Okay, guys.
Come on. Input your answers.
All right, guys. So have we had many answers?
We had so many answers.
Okay. So now we're going to look at the script. So we're going to see what I said
Tadi
and
ngomong
find
apa?
out the answer and why that is the answer.
Let's go.
Okay.
Look at the script.
So on the screen, or on your PDF, we can see, oh, hi, it's me, John. That's what I just read. So we've got our 3 options: A, to confirm arrangements; B, issue an invitation; C, persuade someone to do something. So let's look at first A, confirm some arrangements. So when I was talking, do they already know about the event? Let's see. It says here, I wondered if you wanted to come away for the weekend.
So not yet.
No,
Mereka belum tahu kan ya tentang arrangement itu. Baru pertama kali waktu didengar itu, yeah, that's the first time the object hear about.
Exactly. They're not confirming an event because they don't know about the event yet. So A, we know is wrong. So A, not correct. C, let's see, to persuade someone to do something. So Are they using persuasive language?
Apakah menggunakan kalimat-kalimat yang mengajak, persuasive, mengundang?
Trying to get someone to do something. Please come. Please. You should come with me. Come to my party, please. Let's see. What do they say, Vicky? Can you read it for me?
I know you're busy at the moment, so don't feel you have to come. Kayaknya nggak persuasive. It's not persuasive.
It's not, right? So they're not using persuasive language.
Yeah.
They're saying
so.
it's up to you, yeah?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay. So no, which leaves us with B, to issue an invitation. Do they invite them to something? Did I invite the person to something? Let's see. If we go back, I wondered if you wanted to come away for the weekend. Does that sound like an invitation?
That sounds like an invitation for me.
Yes. So
Yay.
the answer is B. Correct, guys. Well done.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Mungkin kalian untuk sementara kayak ngerasa soal seperti ini dan langsung ngejawab B. Oh mudah, I can see. Tapi juga salah satu perspektif baru juga ya untuk kita lebih menelaah lagi artinya apa masing-masing kata. Seperti tadi persuasif, apakah ada kalimat-kalimat yang persuasif? Makanya itulah pentingnya untuk membaca dulu soal-soalnya dan menggarisbawahi keywords-keywordsnya supaya nanti kalian bisa mencari-cari nih ketika audionya itu berputar, apakah memang tepat dari pertanyaan-pertanyaan ini itu ada jawabannya di situ atau enggak sih, kayak gitu. Oke? You got the point. And then the next one, maybe.
Okay, guys. So that was our practice, yeah? It looks like lots of you got it correct. So let's try another one, another multiple choice. Okay, let's practice again. This time, you'll hear a man talking on the radio. So highlight our keywords. So keywords, type of information. And then we have our three options: travel announcement, weather forecast, and accident report. We need to focus on the type of information the man is giving. Then we choose an answer on the first listen. Second listen, check answer and eliminate other answers. And finally, guess if you're not sure. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So, yeah, hopefully, obviously, you can't underline the screen, or maybe you can if you are good with IT. So you can write the keywords on paper.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you ready, Vicky?
I'm ready.
Should we try again?
One. Yes,
Okay.
yes, let's go.
All right, guys. Question 2. As a result of heavy snow, there has been major disruption to rail services this morning. A number of breakdowns have been reported in the West, with people stranded on some trains. In this region, blizzard conditions are making driving conditions hazardous. A severely restricted train service will be operating within the next few hours into the capital, and delays are expected on all lines in the south of the country. In the north, there is some snow, but services have been able to continue with only a few cancellations reported. Okay, that was number 1. So we listen again.
Of course.
Okay.
The second audio.
Check your answer, eliminate other answers. Okay, guys, let's try one more time. Question 2. As a result of heavy snow, there has been major disruption to rail services this morning. A number of breakdowns have been reported in the West, with people stranded on some trains. In this region, blizzard conditions are making driving conditions hazardous. A severely restricted train service will be operating within the next few hours into the capital, and delays are expected on all lines in the south of the country. In the north, there is some snow, but services have been able to continue with only a few cancellations reported. Bong.
Bong. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? Agak sedikit apa ya? Iya gak sih? Coba. We wanna know how we should do it. What's the strategy?
Yes. So, hopefully you've listened twice now.
Yeah, you listen to us. Oh, don't forget to put
your answers.
answer
Let's
in the
see your
chat box.
answers, yeah?
Let's see your answer first. I want to see what's your answer. Wow, it's it's more variative. It's like A and B and C, or is it A? Is it B? Is it C? It's harder this time, right? I know it's harder this time. It's trickier. Right,
This one is trickier because they actually speak about all three of those things, but we're trying to focus on the main information this radio announcer is giving. So do we have A's, B's, and C's? Yeah.
A, oh my God, A, B, no, it's B, it's C. I like how the chat box is very noisy.
Oh yes.
People shouting at what their answer is. And maybe Mr. Ashley here would give you explanation. So if you're wrong now, you can get it right the next time. That's the point of learning, right?
Exactly, yes. Yeah, if you get it wrong, it's okay. We're still trying to learn together.
Yes.
Okay, so shall we see the answer and why it's the answer?
Yeah, I really want to know because it's kind of tricky.
It is tricky, this one. So, next, we can see the script that I read as a result of heavy snow.
Okay.
So if you are using the PDF, go to this next slide, as a result of heavy snow. So let's look at these. We've got A, a travel announcement, B, a weather forecast, C, an accident report. So first, we're going to look at a weather forecast. Now, Vicky.
Yeah, Mr. Ashley.
Did the announcer, or did I, talk about the weather?
I heard you tell me about heavy snow, blizzard, snows. I think it's about weather, yeah?
Yeah, I did talk about the weather, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But was the main focus on reporting the weather?
But I think you also mentioned about the other conditions too. Not only the weather, not really detail about the weather.
That's right, yes. So here, our main focus, although we mention the weather, like a weather forecast, normally, what do they say? Maybe in Surabaya it will be hot. In Bali it will be windy. In Jakarta there will be rain.
Oh ya, biasanya weather forecast kayak gitu ya. Biasanya ngomonginnya itu lebih ke nanti pada suhu 35 derajat akan terjadi di Surabaya. Kita akan punya heavy rain, stuff like that. It's more like weather forecast.
Yeah, so a weather forecast, we're focused on speaking about the areas and weather in different places.
Oh, okay.
So here our main focus is not on the weather, although we do speak about it. Also, we can see breakdowns have been reported, which is passive, which means, we're not really focused on that as much. I mean, the passive is we're talking about it, but we can see that it's not the main focus of the text.
Oh, jadi ini info baru juga nih teman-teman. Mr. Ashley tadi mention about, coba dilihat tuh ada tulisan di paragraf kedua, a number of breakdowns have been reported. Jadi itu adalah bentuk kalimat pasif. Nah, kalau seandainya kalian mendengarkan nih kalimat pasif di suatu audio, bisa jadi itu bukan main fokusnya. Bukan, mungkin itu membicarakan tentang breakdowns have been reported. Bukan how you switch it into active.
Oh, okay. So we need to know the person that did it, right? So here, a number of breakdowns have been reported. We could say people have broken down, yeah? Or vehicles have broken down. So we wouldn't use that to be. So here we've got passive, which although it focuses on the breakdowns, we can see that actually when we're using active, it gives more urgency and we're more focused on it.
Jadi karena itu passive sentence, jadi itu sebenarnya bukan highlight of the passage gitu. Jadi mungkin itu bisa salah satu yang kalian ingat juga nih untuk ke depan-depannya. Kalau menemukan kalimat bacaan panjang yang harus menemukan apa sih poin dari bacaan ini. Kalau itu kalimatnya pasif, seperti dilaporkan, it's in Indonesia. Instead of dibanding kata-kata melaporkan, itu menggunakan kata dilaporkan. Maka itu bukan kalimat utamanya atau bukan highlight utama dari passage itu. Bisa coba diingat-ingat juga, bisa coba diterapkan, bisa coba diingat-ingat untuk ke depannya ngerjainnya gimana. Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so then we'll look at our two other options. We've got travel announcement, an accident report. So in the report, did we talk about travel and reports? Yes, we did. We spoke about both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. But only one is the correct answer. So let's look at the accidents. Did we hear specific information about accidents? Let's see. there's been disruption, breakdowns have been reported, conditions hazardous. But specific information, we would maybe say, 20 cars have crashed, the motorway is closed. We would know more specific information. So this isn't focused on accidents.
Karena nggak fokus ke accident-nya, karena nggak fokus ke kecelakaan-kecelakaan yang terjadi, dan nggak ada, biasanya kalau accident report itu lebih ke di area mana terjadi accident yang mengakibatkan berapa korban, like the victims they mention about why it happened, stuff like that, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's how accident report, because you have to be detailed about it.
Yeah.
So what's that?
So then if we look at this, did we hear information about how the weather is affecting the travel?
Yeah.
Let's see. There's disruption, people are stranded, driving conditions are hazardous, a train service will be operating, delays expected, services. So there's lots of information about how the weather is affecting travel.
The travel.
So travel is the main focus here, telling people, there are problems with travel today.
Pasti dari kalian banyak yang bilang, sama Vicky juga. Jadi that's why, jadi gitu caranya untuk memahami passage. Oke, jadi kita memang harus meluangkan waktu untuk mengeliminasi possibilities ya, dan lebih detail lagi. Tadi ada yang bilang juga, I never heard the news, so that's kinda hard.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So this is based on like a British announcement you might hear on the radio, and I would imagine in America as well.
Ya, tapi sebenarnya juga cukup logik ya untuk berpikir bahwa kalau seandainya kalian membicarakan tentang report itu pasti lebih detail dan lebih menjelaskan tentang information kayak gitu.
Okay, so the answer is A. So if you answered A,
congratulations,
well done.
You rock.
All right, but if you didn't get it right, hopefully you understand now why the answer is A and how in the future you can focus and help prepare yourself for multiple choice.
Yes, okay. Let's go.
All right, so next, on to sentence completion. So this is a different type of task where we have to put a word in the gap, okay? So sentence completion, how do we do this? Again, you'll hear a piece of audio 2 times. This time you have to complete the sentences with a word or short phrase, okay? So how do we do this task? So strategy. Again, before you listen, read the instructions. So instructions here. The title. Spectacled Bears. Spectacled Bears. And obviously the sentences, yeah. So the sentences here, we need to focus on these so we know what we're listening for.
Okay.
Next, again, highlighting keywords. So number 3 here. Keywords may be spectacled bear that first interested him. Question 4. We've got lots here. So bear's markings found, as well as its eyes and cheeks. Okay, so we've highlighted our keywords. Yeah.
Okay.
But the most important thing here in a gap fill is we want to try and think about the information that's missing. So number 3, he says that it was of the spectacled bear. So we're listening for a noun or noun phrase, yeah? It can't be an adjective. Listening, it was the cold of the spectacled bear. No, it was the something. So we know it's going to be a noun.
Okay.
Or noun phrase.
Oke, jadi Vicky jelasin dulu sedikit ya ini. Jadi kalau seandainya soal yang bentuknya seperti ini nih, kalian tinggal mengisi blank space-nya itu apa, based on apa yang kalian dengar di audio. Nah, caranya Mr. Ashley tadi strateginya adalah pertama, tentu aja jangan lupa baca title, jangan lupa instruction-nya carefully dibaca juga untuk memperjelas sebenarnya apa sih yang disuruh sama soalnya ini tadi. Jadi jangan sampai kalian disuruh jawab yang antonimnya atau sinonimnya tapi kalian jawab sebaliknya yang kayak gitu. Dan kalau seandainya di soal yang ini nih, kalian tinggal menjawab sesuai dengan apa yang kalian dengar. Jadi kalau seandainya kalian dengarnya A, silakan tulis A. Nah, tadi juga jangan lupa untuk highlight keywords, garis bawahi kata-kata yang sebenarnya kayaknya akan penting supaya kalian juga punya konteks nih ketika ngedengerin audio. Nggak dari nol banget. Ketika mungkin kita baca tentang judulnya Spectacled Bears, what is Spectacled Bears? And then kita membayangkan beruang dengan kacamata because spectacle is glasses, right?
Spectacles
Spectacle
are
bears.
glasses, yes.
And then kita juga baca tentang he says that was the blah 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 of the spectacle bear that first interested him. Jadi pasti di sini ada satu orang yang membicarakan tentang spectacle bear. Lalu kayak kira-kira kosongnya ini isinya apa ya? Kalau kita lihat dari konteksnya, apakah itu?
So for number 4, actually, guys, what do you think the missing word or type of word is going to be in number 4? Can I ask you guys in the chat? So can be found on its as well as its eyes and cheeks. So what do you think will go in that gap? Not the exact word. What
kira-kira
sort of thing?
Itu kata-kata apa sih? Contoh kayak apakah itu kata sifat, ataukah itu kata kerja, ataukah itu kata benda? Kira-kira apa sih yang ada di nomor 4? Kita harus tentuin itu dulu nih sebelum kita bener-bener dengerin audionya, supaya nanti ketika kita dengerin audionya itu bisa langsung oh yang ini nih yang dicari, kayak gitu. Paham nggak nih sampai sini? Oh, some people say noun, maybe. Noun.
Be noun. Okay, as well as a noun, maybe more focused than a noun. If we talk about eyes and cheeks, what's that connected with? Eyes and cheeks.
Lebih fokus lagi nih.
Yeah, so noun is good.
Eyes,
cheeks. What are these things? Eyes and cheeks.
What is that thing? What is that? What kind of noun is that?
So probably listening for something to do with the
body part. Someone says body part.
Yeah, so
part of body.
So maybe listening for something to do with the body, because it says body as part. Well as the eyes and the cheeks. So we're thinking they're connected, yeah?
Jadi bisa dikonekkan nih. Tadi kan ngomongin eyes, ngomongin cheeks. Ada kemungkinan yang kosong ini ngomongin juga tentang body parts.
And this helps you focus when you're listening. Oh, it's going to be a body part probably, but not eyes and cheeks. Something different.
Nice.
Okay. So as you listen, try to complete the sentences, okay?
Habis ini kita dengerin audionya ya.
In this one, you don't need to change the words. So write the words that you hear.
Jangan diganti kata-katanya. Yang didengerin ditulis aja. Itu jawabannya. Don't try to paraphrase it.
No paraphrasing. No. For this one, in our particular task, you want the exact word. Now, if you can't complete the sentence the first time, leave it blank and come back, because you'll hear it 2 times, yeah? And the second time, complete any remaining sentences if you haven't completed already. If you have completed, you can check to make sure you've heard the right thing.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can go to the audio. Okay,
good. And finally, make sure you've written the correct spelling, the correct grammar, because if the spelling's wrong, you'll probably get a wrong mark. Okay. Are you ready to try, guys? All right. So again, you will hear me speaking 2 times. All right. Questions 3 and 4. Thanks for inviting me tonight. As you know, my main interest is in conservation, and I'm lucky enough to work with lots of different types of organizations looking after animals both in captivity and in the wild. I'd been fascinated by all kinds of bears for a long time before I started working in this field. But it was the spectacled bear that really attracted me. Some people find it appealing because of its size and shape, and it's less well known than other types of bear. But for me, I thought it was such a great name. It comes from the patches of yellowish fur around the bear's eyes, which grow in a sort of circle shape, like glasses. Although these golden markings vary greatly from one bear to another, and may not be limited to the eyes, they can extend as far as the bear's cheeks or even chest. I'd like to explain what we know about this bear and why I find it so fascinating. Bong. Okay.
Bong.
Listening 1. All right, guys. So we'll listen again. Second time. Check your answers. Or write your answer if you haven't thought of one yet. We haven't heard it. Okay. Listening 2. Thanks for inviting me tonight. As you know, my main interest is in conservation, and I'm lucky enough to work with lots of different types of organizations looking after animals both in captivity and in the wild. I'd been fascinated by all kinds of bears for a long time before I started working in this field, but it was the spectacled bear that really attracted me. Some people find it appealing because of its size and shape, and it's less well known than other types of bear. But for me, I thought it was such a great name. It comes from the patches of yellowish fur around the bear's eyes, which grow in a sort of circular shape like glasses. Although these golden markings vary greatly from one bear to another, and may not be limited to the eyes, they can extend as far as the bear's cheeks or even chest. I'd like to explain what we know about this bear and why I find it so fascinating. Bong! Okay, there you go.
Okay. Do you know the answer, guys?
Yeah, let's start number 3. Can you type in your answer for number 3, please, in the chat box? What do you think?
In chat box. What do you think it is? Let's see. You guys answer. Name. Great name. Name. Wow, all of you guys are really confident with your answer.
You think it's name, huh?
Do you think it's name? Really?
Okay, let's have a look. So on the screen, yeah, so now we can see what I said, or part of what I said. So we underline interested. So interested and fascinated, those are linked together, yeah? Something interesting, something fascinating. That helps us identify what we're listening for. Mm-hmm. Now, in here, it says some people find it appealing because of its size and shape. Mm-hmm. Now, here, this can be tricky because it's talking about some people.
Oh, jadi bisa sedikit menjebak ya, karena ada dimension juga nih, kalau orang-orang lebih suka what some people usually say is
so they think size and shape.
Yeah, size and shape.
But we're listening for what interested the speaker, what interested me.
The speaker,
yeah.
Some people.
So here, I thought it was such a great name. So the answer is, you're right, name or great name is also correct. Name or great name.
Great.
All right, well done, guys.
Congratulations, you guys.
How about number 4? What do you think number 4 is, guys?
Number 4, type, what's number 4? Some of them say chest. Chest or cheek. Chest. Come on, guys. Who siapa yang belum jawab nomor 4 nih? Chest. Okay. Muhammad Naufal, chest. Maria Diandra, chest. Is it chest?
Okay, let's have a look. So here are spectacled bears. Mentions that the bear's markings. So we've got markings, golden markings. So when we're listening, of course we cannot read, yeah? So we're trying to hear for when they mention markings. We found it here, which is why we underline the keywords first. Then we've got eyes and cheeks. So we were listening. Oh, yeah, it said eyes, it said cheeks. And then we were listening for... What were we listening for, Vicky?
We're listening for... chest?
We were listening for a body part,
body
right?
part.
Yes. A body part. The chest is a body part. So, yes.
Yay! You guys got it right. Udah makin jago ya. They're getting better at this.
They're getting better. They are.
Yes.
So, now we've practiced together. It's time for you to do it on your own, I think.
Yeah.
Okay?
You have to do it for your own.
Yes.
From
yourselves.
this time.
So, this time, I'm not going to highlight the keywords. You can choose them. And you need to think about the missing information. Then, of course, we'll write the words you hear the first time. Check the words on the second time. Or enter your answer. And number 4, make sure the grammar and spelling is correct. So, guys, I'll give you maybe 20 seconds just to underline the keywords in these answers or write them down on a piece of paper, okay?
Ya, boleh di-highlight sendiri. Saat ini tidak akan dibantu lagi sama Mr. Ashley. Setelah audionya berputar, kalian udah harus nge-highlight sendiri apa sih sebenarnya keywords-nya. Okay,
we're not highlighting them for you this time. You have
10
to do
seconds.
it yourselves. Yep.
5 seconds. And you will hear the audio after this. Ping.
Okay, guys. Let's listen. Questions 5 and 6. I'd like to explain what we know about this bear and why I find it so fascinating. It's the only survivor of a type of bear that once ranged across America during the last ice age. We thought that it was only found in certain places in Venezuela and Chile, but I was thrilled to read some reports that suggested it might also be living in northern parts of Argentina and eastern Panama. It's quite difficult to find spectacled bears in the wild because they're quite shy animals and tend to live in a wide variety of habitats, which can range from dry coastal deserts to high mountain areas above 4,000 meters. They are most commonly found in forests, though. Being such timid animals, they tend to come out at night, which is another thing that makes them difficult to see. Okay.
Bong.
Bong. Okay, guys. So we're going to listen one more time. Check your answers. Questions 5 and 6. I'd like to explain what we know about this bear and why I find it so fascinating. It's the only survivor of a type of bear that once ranged across America during the last ice age. We thought that it was only found in certain places in Venezuela and Chile, but I was thrilled to read some reports that suggested it might also be living in northern parts of Argentina and eastern Panama. It's quite difficult to find spectacled bears in the wild because they're quite shy animals and tend to live in a wide variety of habitats, which can range from dry coastal deserts to high mountain areas above 4,000 meters. They are most commonly found in forests, though. Being such timid animals, they tend to come out at night, which is another thing which makes them difficult to see. Bong. Okay. Okay, guys.
Do you get it, guys?
Yeah. Hopefully, using our strategies, it's helped you to try and identify the answer.
Yes.
So, in the chat box, what do you think answer 5 was, guys? Answer 5.
What do you think? Jawabannya apa nih kira-kira? Soal nomor 5 tadi udah dengerin, udah tahu strateginya apa aja. Okay, so many answers coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What do they think?
They think it's northern.
Northern.
And yeah, northern.
Northern.
How do you say
Northern. Northern. All right, guys.
Tongue.
Let's see if you're correct. So let's look at this section which I read. So keywords, things like evidence, have been seen, areas of Argentina. So that helps us focus on what we're listening for. And have been seen in something areas of Argentina. So probably an adjective, yeah? Could be cold areas, hot areas, southern areas, northern areas. So let's see. When we were listening, we've got reports. So reports and evidence. So that helped us hear that. Yeah, they're reports we use, or they are connected with evidence.
Oh, so it's like synonym, almost connected words.
Yeah, so
same meaning.
Same meaning, similar meaning. They've got those similar meanings. And then also have been seen. So reports means there are reports of an elephant in Surabaya. It means people have seen an elephant. Yeah. So here, northern parts of Argentina and eastern Panama. Now, we've got 2 adjectives describing areas. Yeah, we've got northern and eastern, and that's to try and see if you can focus on the correct adjective, right?
Yeah.
So we're after Argentina, not Panama, right? So the answer would be northern.
Oh,
that's right.
Great, you guys. Bener jawaban kalian. Wow, sudah makin jago ya.
Yeah.
Keren.
Okay. So
Ashley really helps us. Yay.
Well, you're helping yourselves. They're your ears, not my ears, yeah?
Ya, keren banget. Untuk kalian bisa fokus untuk mencari keywordsnya apa, it's really great.
Okay, how about nomor 6, yeah?
Nomor 6 gimana nih,
Yeah,
Mister?
gimana, yeah? Number 6, what are your answers for number 6, guys?
Jawabannya apa? Nomor 6. Let's go. Jangan lupa juga grammarnya. Tadi ngomongnya apa? Don't forget the plural and singular thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
So number 6, what do you think the answer was for number 6, guys?
Forest, city, forest, forest.
Okay, let's have a look. So, this is what we were saying, what I said. Let's have a look. So our keywords, where bears usually live, but they can also be found in other places. Now, bears usually live in, so yeah, we're listening for a place, somewhere something lives, yeah? Now here, tend to live in a wide variety of habitats, from coastal deserts to high mountain areas. So they're places, right?
Yeah, places.
But also we highlighted they can be found in other places. So that's not what we're listening for, right?
Jadi memang audionya distracting ya. It's distracting us.
Yeah, it's giving us more than one potential answer.
Iya, memberikan kita potensi jawaban yang beda-beda nih.
But when we were underlining our keywords, we were after usually live, where they usually live.
Where they usually live.
And usually
Means?
most commonly.
Commonly.
Yeah, they're usually found. Most commonly, they mean the same sort of thing. So they're found in forests. Well done. Yes.
Forests.
Sounds like a lot of you got it. Yeah, forests.
With S.
Found in, live in forests. Yes.
Forest.
Yeah, forests.
Who of you get it right with the S?
With the S. You need to make sure you get that S, yeah?
Yeah. Nice. Some of them actually really put the S.
Good, yes. You need to be careful with that. If it's forest, in the forest.
Forget
or
the
in
S.
a forest. But if it's in forest, it needs to be with S, forests.
Okay.
Saying one of many, yeah?
Ya,
Or
jangan lupa
more
nanti.
than one.
Di next your test, you have to get it right.
Okay, guys. Awesome.
Awesome. Next.
All right. So that's task 2. All good, yeah? So task 3, we've got multiple matching, okay? This is our last task we're looking at today.
Ooh, what's this?
So
I
here
haven't
you
seen
can
this
see,
before.
we've got 5 speakers and 8 different options, although in today's seminar we will only cover a couple, okay? Otherwise it would take a long time. So here is the task. You will hear short extracts where people are talking about a visit to their city, or to a city, sorry. Here we're choosing what the speaker liked most about the city. Okay. Now here we have our options. So how would we do this? Well, first, you'd hear the audio 2 times.
As usual.
Match an option to the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Some options will not be used, okay? So in the real task, when you look at it later, because we'll give you the whole test after this, there are 5 speakers and 8 options, but one will not be used, or some options will not be used.
Okay. So
again, how do you do it? Well, surprise, surprise, read the instructions carefully, understand the topic. So the topic is about what they most liked about the city. And of course, highlighting keywords and phrases. Okay, so keywords here.
Okay.
Efficiency, public transport, natural beauty, scenery, variety of goods in the market, style and architecture, well-designed plan of the city, helpfulness of the people, range, leisure activities, and standard of accommodation. So we do this so we can try and focus on what we're listening for.
Miss Vicky nggak mau translate ya, because we already at this part. You have to understand what Mr. Ashley say. That's the goal, okay?
All right,
Go.
okay, so synonyms, paraphrases. So synonyms. So if we're thinking about efficiency, public transport are things like buses, trains, taxis. Natural beauty of the scenery. So scenery, things like mountains, lakes, trees, okay.
Yeah.
Variety of goods. So variety, so have lots of options in a market. Style of the architecture. Now, architecture is talking about what, Vicky?
Architecture?
Yeah.
The building?
Buildings,
How
yeah.
the building looks?
Yes, exactly. Well-designed plan of the city. So how the city is designed for transport, for...
the park, where the park is
where
located.
the parks are, yeah. How helpful the people. Easier. Giving advice. Range of leisure activities, so different activities they can do in the city.
Sports.
Sports, swimming, jogging. And standard of accommodation, so maybe like hotels, hostels.
How great the hotels.
Yeah, was it good? Was it bad?
Oh, is it good? Is it bad? Okay, I
I see, okay.
Next.
So again, listening twice the first time, try to identify the main idea this time. So what are they talking about? What's the main focus? But this time, the second time, check your option to match exactly what the speaker says. Because the speaker might mention more than one, so we're trying to focus on the main thing. Yes.
Semangat.
Okay, guys, let's try.
Let's try.
You will
Open your
hear a
ears.
speaker. So first time, remember, try to identify the main idea the speaker is talking about. Okay, guys. So, number one. Bong. We spent a day exploring the shops and markets in the city and bought some souvenirs. Then we wanted to see some of the areas outside the city and discovered it was easy to get loads of places by train, including the mountains, where we were told there were great hostels. You can do bushwalks out there, and apparently the scenery is stunning, but it can be dangerous. We were warned to have the right gear and tell other people where we were going, so we decided to give it a miss. Anyway, we weren't short of things to do in the city. We were spoilt for choice.
Bong.
Okay, so the first time, what we can do now is we can start eliminating things that I didn't speak about.
Okay.
So, I didn't speak about variety of goods in the market.
I don't think you
Didn't talk about architecture. No. Talk
no.
about people helping. Not really. Standard accommodation. We spoke about accommodation, but it wasn't really focused on that. So, okay, we've eliminated
Okay.
some of the options, yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Yang pasti salah. And then we want to hear the second audio.
Okay. So the second time, now we can focus on the ones that we did see. So A, B, E, and G, okay? So focusing on those, which of the answers do you think is correct?
Let's hear.
Okay, let's listen again. Bong. We spent a day exploring the shops and markets in the city and bought some souvenirs. Then we wanted to see some of the areas outside the city and discovered it was easy to get loads of places by train, including the mountains, where we were told there were great hostels. You can do bushwalks out there, and apparently the scenery is stunning, but it can be dangerous. We were warned to have the right gear and tell other people where we were going. So we decided to give it a miss. Anyway, we weren't short of things to do in the city. We were spoilt for choice. Bong. Okay. All right, guys. That was your second listen.
I think I know the answer.
Oh.
Do you think you know the answer, guys? Type it in the chat box now.
Yeah.
No.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. But really, A, B, E, or G. They're the ones we're looking at.
Oh,
There should be an X by H.
I understand. Some of them tell it's G. Is it G, Mr. Ashley?
I think it's G. Okay. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
All right, so this is what I said. So remember, the thing we're mainly focusing on is what the speaker liked most about the city. So the speaker spoke about many of those things, but which thing did the speaker like the most? So if we're looking here, natural beauty, said the scenery is stunning, but it can be dangerous. The well-designed plan of the city, yeah, he said that, you could go places. Standard accommodation. Oh, yeah, we got rid of that, yeah. Efficiency of public transport. So it mentions transport, but efficiency, it doesn't say about how fast or how smooth it is. But what the speaker did say was about lots of different activities they could do. They weren't they weren't short of things to do, which means there were so many things to do We were spoilt for choice. I don't know spoilt in Bahasa. If you spoil someone, do you know?
Dimanjakan.
Is that right? Spoil someone?
Iya, memanjakan dengan banyak fasilitas.
Yeah, it means you had more than, you had more things than you could possibly do. So the answer would be
what?
G. That's
G.
right. Yes.
Only one answer, yeah, because some of them actually answer 3.
Oh no,
B,
this one only
A,
choose one
and G.
option. G. Yes.
Ya, jadi mana yang paling sering dibahas sama speakernya? Meskipun emang bener semua nih, kayak B, A, dan G bisa sama-sama dibahas, tapi mana sih yang paling sering di-mention? Bisa kalian lihat kalau mereka itu mention banget apa yang paling sering di leisure activity, apa yang bisa mereka lakukan. Kayak gitu. Nah, makanya jawabannya adalah G. Congratulations for you guys.
Yeah, the answer is G.
Right. Nicely done.
Okay, guys.
Okay?
Okay. All right, guys. So now it's your turn. So this time, I'm not going to tell you what to do. We've already highlighted the options, but you need to choose one option, okay?
Yeah, you have to choose one option.
All right, guys.
And this is your last chance, guys.
Yep.
You
So,
have
guys,
to-
listening, speaker 2.
You have to choose it right. Because this one the last time.
Bong. We were pretty tired when we first arrived, so we were glad just to relax. We'd booked late, and I have to say that the room isn't the best I've stayed in. But we had a view of the lake, which was a real treat. We were really impressed by the forests and mountains around the city. We made good use of the swimming pool, though we were too lazy to go to the famous markets. We didn't take advantage of all the shows either. Lots of people told us how good they were, so that was a pity. And the theatres themselves were supposed to be impressive. Okay. That was the first time, so try to focus on the ones you think might be correct. Okay, second time. Bong. We were pretty tired when we first arrived, so we were glad just to relax. We'd booked late, and I have to say that the room isn't the best I've stayed in. But we had a view of the lake, which was a real treat. We were really impressed by the forests and mountains around the city. We made good use of the swimming pool, though we were too lazy to go to the famous markets. We didn't take advantage of all the shows either. Lots of people told us how good they were, so that was a pity. And the theatres themselves were supposed to be impressive. Bong!
It's time
Okay.
for you to put your answer in the chat box, guys. Now, put it in your chat box.
What do you think the answer is, guys?
What do you think
Remember,
it
only one
is?
answer.
It have to be one answer. Cuman satu ya.
Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or H.
It must be B.
It must be B. B.
Henny Lukitasari say B. Laraseta say B. All of them say it's B and F. Meviantoro,
Okay.
Dianda say B.
Okay, let's have a look then, guys. So, they didn't talk about transport. Didn't really talk about the markets. They didn't go to the markets, right? Well-designed plan of the city? No. Range of leisure activities? No. Okay. The standard of accommodation, they said, was bad. So, definitely, they didn't like that, right?
Okay, and then?
So, let's see. This is what I said. So, these were the words. Obviously, you don't see these in the test.
Yeah.
But we're trying to look at the answers together. And the main thing they liked, they talked about the lake was a real treat, which means was really good. And they were really impressed by forests and mountains. Forests, mountains, lakes. They are all talking about scenery. Right, yes. So well done, everyone. If you chose B.
Congratulations. Mungkin dari kalian yang salah adalah kalian belum membaca instruksinya. Karena yang dicari adalah what's the speaker like most. Apa yang paling disukai. Jadi yang dipuji-puji nih sama speakernya. Dan they are really like about the scenery. So, nice.
Well done, guys.
Well done for you.
Sounds like you were doing very good with your listening, yeah?
Yeah,
and all of
you're
these
doing it
tasks,
really
they're all from
good.
like upper intermediate level, so well done.
Jangan kemana-mana. Setelah ini Vicky mau sampaikan sedikit nih buat kalian fasilitas yang kalian dapat karena udah join di seminar ini. Juga nanti kita terakhir juga akan kita kasih sama materi-materi dan soal-soal tambahan. Jadi stay tune sampai akhir. Bentar lagi kita selesai. And let's see what I want to offer you. Oke, so teman-teman, jadi untuk Bapak Ibu yang hadir di sini pada hari ini atau yang memiliki anak dari usia 3 sampai 7 tahun, itu kita mengadakan konsultasi gratis untuk memfasilitasi dari anak-anak Bapak Ibu yang mau mengetahui kemampuan bahasa Inggrisnya, juga untuk mendapat konsultasi pendidikan bahasa Inggris nih. Mungkin akan mau bertanya nih soal kayak sebenarnya anak saya itu paling bagus di kemampuan bahasa Inggris mananya sih, supaya nanti kita bisa bantu improve. Kemudian nanti apa yang sebaiknya ditentukan untuk kira-kira nanti sekolahnya mau kemana. Nah, itu bisa banget untuk konsultasi dengan IF teacher kita, yang nanti caranya cuma tinggal WA dengan format nama spasi usia ke 0822 2000 1000. Untuk Bapak Ibu di sini bisa banget langsung WA sekarang, karena konsultasi seharga 200.000 ini bisa didapatkan gratis karena sudah hadir di seminar pada pagi hari ini. Oke, and then kemudian untuk teman-teman di sini juga yang udah hadir pada hari ini itu akan mendapatkan juga gratis konsultasi langsung dengan guru IF untuk seluruh peserta seminar pada pagi hari ini, untuk tahu juga kemampuan bahasa Inggris seperti apa, karena tentu kalian juga pasti akan ada tes kan, tes untuk IELTS atau TOEFL atau untuk kedepannya, dan kalian mau tahu nih sebenarnya kalian tuh masih kurang di mananya sih, dan mau ngobrol-ngobrol juga kayak teacher IF kayak Ashley tadi. Nah, itu juga bisa akan kita daftarkan, fasilitasnya kalian akan dapatkan untuk pada pagi hari ini. Bisa langsung, nanti akan kita telepon dan bisa langsung dapat fasilitasnya ya semuanya. Dan kemudian juga setelah ini Vicky juga mau infokan sedikit soal seminar selanjutnya, yaitu akan ada di tanggal 8 Mei tentang parenting. Mungkin di sini ada yang Bapak Ibu juga pengen tahu nih soal dilema parenting dan juga anakku dibatasi atau bebas intervensi ya. Topiknya seru banget gak sih? Nah, itu nanti akan kita bahas untuk minggu depan. 2 minggu lagi, bisa juga daftar setelah ini. Dan kalau seandainya daftar sekarang akan dapat tiket early bird yang tentunya akan nanti dapat fasilitas yang lebih banyak. Makanya jangan lupa untuk daftar di early bird supaya nanti nggak ketinggalan sama seminar-seminar IF lainnya. Dan untuk yang mau recording pada pagi hari ini bisa langsung dilihat di YouTube kita ya, di IF Surabaya. Mungkin nanti mau recall lagi, tadi Mr. Ashley bilang apa, atau kalian mau merecap lagi seperti apa sih yang udah kita bicarakan, bisa lihat langsung di YouTube. Because you can find it there, dan bisa juga belajar materi-materi lainnya, karena kita juga udah ngebahas banyak banget topik-topik bahasa Inggris yang tentu aja semenarik yang tadi kita sudah lakuin hari ini. Oke, guys, kemudian Vicky juga mention jangan lupa isi survei, nanti diingetin lagi, nanti akan dimasukin ke kolom chat box. Nah, sekarang kita kembali lagi ke Mr. Ashley. Jadi konklusinya apa sih ini, Mr. Ashley? What's the conclusion?
Sure thing, yes. So to conclude, well done today. It sounds like a lot of you got the correct answers.
Yay!
And hopefully, in the future, when you have your exams, following strategies like this can help you improve your score. So yeah, of course, read the instructions and titles carefully so you know exactly what you need to do. Also, to help get your mind ready for the context. So what are we listening for? Highlight keywords and phrases. So we showed why that's important today, so it can help your ears listen for certain parts. Also thinking about what the gap might be. So you're helping yourself to try and scan or listen for specific information. Think about synonyms, antonyms. Synonyms,
okay.
Words that have similar meaning. Antonyms, words that have opposite meaning. Eliminate answers. If you know they're wrong, you can get rid of them. It will improve your chance of getting the correct answer if you know that option is wrong. And finally, always choose an answer. If you're not sure, choose an answer.
Don't leave it blank.
Don't leave it blank.
Jangan dikosongin, choose answer, because
seems
maybe
obvious, but yeah.
Yeah, seems obvious.
But don't forget, or go back to it and choose one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I think, as Vicky just said, it's your turn now. So with the survey today, if you follow this link, bit.ly survey 24 April, you will receive the rest of the test, okay? So this was a Cambridge FCE test, and you will receive a sample test with these questions on it, and the audio.
And audio too.
And the audio, and the answer key.
And the answer key.
Try not to look at the answer key first,
jangan dilihat.
guys.
Jangan lihat answer key-nya dulu sebelum mengerjakan ya, teman-teman. Jadi jangan lupa isi surveinya, soalnya Vicky pengen banget denger apa sih kata teman-teman soal hari ini. Seminarnya bagus nggak sih? Apa sih yang kurang? Audionya kah? Atau visualnya kah? Atau mungkin kalian mau ngasih kritikan nih buat kita? Boleh banget, bisa klik sama link survei yang udah dikirimkan oleh staff IF di chat box. Tinggal klik aja nanti setelah ini. Dan kemudian kalian isi dong, pengen tahu pendapatnya kayak gimana. Dan juga mungkin kalian bisa kasih saran-saran nih. Kedepannya aku pengen banget nih Kak Vicky untuk IF bahas soal ini, karena dulu aku diajarin teacherku tapi aku nggak paham or something like that. Itu boleh banget, akan seneng banget kita untuk tahu apa sih pendapat kalian. Dan setelah isi survei akan langsung dapat materinya gratis. Oke. Nice to see you guys. We're so happy to have you here today.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Ashley?
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. Also, for more tips, reading, speaking, listening, we've got loads of videos on our YouTube channel of other seminars,
Follow
podcasts.
TikTok IF juga. Don't forget to follow our TikTok.
What's our? I don't know much about TikTok. What's our TikTok address?
TikTok address is IF Surabaya. We are still growing, but if you follow it, I promise you, kita akan menyediakan konten-konten yang seru-seru banget untuk kalian sambil scrolling TikTok sambil belajar bahasa Inggris juga kan. Jadi follow TikTok kita IF Surabaya, cek juga di YouTube, di situ banyak banget materi-materi dan juga recording podcast lainnya. And stay tuned with us, guys. We're so happy to see you.
Yeah, guys. So I think from me and Vicky,
Yes.
just like to say thank you for joining us. And if you want to see any more topics, please send us a message, comment on our YouTube page to help us decide what topics you would like to hear or what topics we can present to you next time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. For now, from me, Miss Vicky, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget to fill the survey.